You didn't write anything. So what you're saying is you didn't
I want you to wash my car. This is not why I busted my ass in med school.
Can you quit holding my metaphor for a second? New patient.
How's school going? I'm homeschooled.
Hey!
Favorite episode?
Well, first of all, I have no memory. My long-term memory has rotted away to nothing.
Thought Frozen was great this year.
So I can't remember, I literally can't remember what I had for lunch.
I thought Ugly was great this year.
Favorite episode?
I thought we've done a few good ones.
I'm gonna say the pilot.
Brain tumor. She's gonna die. Boring.
Because that was the beginning of everything. You know, I look at the writing of certain scenes between House and Cameron, let's say, of why I hired you, because you're beautiful, like a nice piece of art in the lobby.
You hired me to get into my pants?
I can't believe that would shock you. It's also not what I said. No, I hired you because you look good.
You know, or the scene in the pilot where he's sitting across the table from Foreman and he reveals that he hired him because he knew he had a record.
Look, I can't just break into someone's house.
Isn't that how you got into the Felkers' home?
You know, honestly, it doesn't get better than that. And that really was the beginning of, you know, allowing us to explore this show for so many seasons.
It's a lesion.
I mean, my favorite so far, I have to confess, was 3 Stories.
It is in the nature of medicine that you are gonna screw up. You are gonna kill someone. If you can't handle that reality, pick another profession.
Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to top that in my career, but hopefully, we'll see.
All right, who's up?
Not me.
You haven't done any digging yet.
I'm a surgeon. If anything happens to these hands, I'm screwed.
My favorite episode was the episode where we had to dig up a body to do a biopsy. And so we did the scene out in the graveyard. And it was the 3 of us, Andy, Como, and and Carmen, who played the older doctor, ridiculously old man. And anyways, it was so fun to shoot and really fun to watch, because here were these characters that we had created inside the hospital, and they always seemed to be going back between one room and the other. And then there they were, put out into the world.
Sorry, I'm late.
Where the hell have you been?
Oh, I got lost.
Been here over 3 hours.
Really lost.
I had so much fun shooting and watching.
Yeah, we were also
that.
messing with each other in a big way. People were hiding behind gravestones in the cemetery, jumping out.
Mostly at my
Al
expense.
also actually got the hair department to come up with what looked like a random piece of scalp.
I convinced the hair and makeup department to give me a clumps of hair with scalp on them. And I embedded it in the dirt so that when I was digging, I was digging and I kind of pointed it out to everyone and they freaked out. And I told you that I was going to do this, didn't I?
You
did. I was in on it.
You were in on it, yeah.
It was at my expense.
He wallpapered himself with nicotine patches.
I really liked the games episode. I liked the story of the rock star who his life was pointless. Real rebellion has a point. It's not just juvenile and purposeless.
Maybe purposelessness is my purpose.
Mission accomplished. And the themes of being a winner and being a loser, and what that's really about.
Manipulative bitch. You're wanted in the loser's circle.
And I like it because directly for Amber, that was what her character had been so closely about.
Why do you hate drug addicts?
Your situation is different. You're taking a necessary prescription.
I know. I'm fabulous.
The scenes that I got in that episode to play were, I was learning my lines and I just realized these are genius scenes. They're constructed in such a smart way.
There's something freeing about being a loser, isn't there?
Let's assume that's true. I get how that could make me a screwed up person. But how is my willingness to do anything to get the right answer bad for my patients? I don't know, I found that episode, like, it really moved me a lot. I really liked it. But, so on the one hand, that's my favorite episode, and then on my other hand, it has to be this 2-part spectacular conclusion.
Episode 15 of this season is one of the best episodes I've ever read of this show.
I really love the 2-parter.
I'm gonna have to agree with Emma. I think, yeah, it's definitely.
It's really, really incredibly written and thought out.
Cool.
What I like about episode 15 is that because House is delirious, you learn a lot about the way he thinks because you keep going back into his brain.
I'm excited to see how it comes together on the screen because on the page it's pretty stunning.
This is the closest I think that they've got to Wilson, which really is all, that's the only thing he has. That's probably the only glue that's holding him together in some respects.
I'm so sorry.
We get to see something from Wilson that you've never seen.
It was really an extraordinary episode and very daring in a lot of ways and really exciting.
It's pretty stunning.
I love them all equally. They are all my children.